Hi friends, welcome to this video. Long time no see. I hope all of you are doing really good, having a wonderful beginning of September. Wow, we're at the last stretch of this year. So, yeah, a lot of excitement. I have been away because we went home for the summer and I just absolutely had no time to film YouTube videos. But I am quite active on Patreon, so if you're interested in a little bit more detail or where we was and how we spent our time, you can check out my Patreon. I'll leave a link down below. Today I will be sharing with you my journals, my journal pages, end of June and all the way up to September. I'm going to be flipping through my pages. This is a little Midori that I used while we were home because I didn't want to take my whole chunky half year journal. So this is how I journaled. I didn't print pictures, so there's no pictures in here. And once we came home, I picked up my other half of my common planner. In 2026, the upcoming year, I'll be reverting back to the Hobonichi because I bought a cover that is on the way and I had to get the planners with it. So unfortunately, my hand was a little bit forced to buy the Hobonichi, but that is for another video. I want to show you what I drew up for the month of September. Um, if you're not interested, the timestamps will be below. And oops, this is August. August. I really did my best to use autumn colors, even though it is still very summery vibe here in California. It is hot and sunny. I was inspired by a Hungarian illustrator when I was drawing this tree. I am not going to get into too much detail about the illustrations, but I'm just going to give you some hints of what inspired me. Obviously, Hobonichi season. Last year I missed out on purpose because I didn't like anything, so I am quite excited to get my cover to me and move back into Hobonichi from next year. So the little robot inspired me, and just little things, I'm so excited to get my cover. Then some screaming cats. I was inspired by my own uninspiredness this month. August was really a crazy month, really saturated month for us. So I was panicking, I was surprised, I was amazed, I was lost, I was found. So yeah, scared kitties. And then if I can find the picture that inspired me on Pinterest, I will link it below, but maybe some of you recognize this little doll. And then some pills. I had a lot of headaches. I'm addicted to coffee, and if I don't drink my coffee, I get really bad headaches and I have to take a pill. I also started vitamins, so that was the inspiration with the hand and the pill. And I want to get back to reading since my kids are in school. I have more time on my hand, so I really want to have a little reading list. I want to pick up a book again. And I don't know. I was watching a documentary and this funny looking guy was talking. I had to draw him. So that should be fun to use in my creative journal. And then, of course, squirrels, another scared, happy, falling, playing cat. I don't know. You can interpret it however you want. And some changes are coming to my Patreon. I drew up this little guy for the thumb. But you're not gonna get this cut. I just wanted to get my illustrations printed as big as possible, so my printer cut a little bit here. But yeah, little juggling woman. This is girl. This is how I kind of felt like this whole month of August. I was so baffled and overwhelmed. But yeah. that inspired that. And just so you know, I printed the wrong calendar. You're going to get the right one. Somehow had I made 8 days for the week, and I was like, why does the numbers don't fit right here? Well, that's why. But I corrected it, so I have the right version on my Patreon. And I don't think I explained this to my Patreons, but I'm not sure if you guys heard about the 3-eye atlas. Is going to be reaching, going to be the closest to us, December 19th. It is a comet or a spaceship, an alien spaceship. Nobody really knows exactly what it is. It's all speculation so far. So I'm really, really curious. What is the final answer? Um, yeah, I had to draw it. It was discovered in July, this year, July, and it is, well, actually, if you want to know more about it, there's a lot of YouTube videos that you can find out more details, but I just found it so interesting and so inspiring that I had to draw it. And then a little September sky. I think autumn has the most beautiful sky out of the whole year, as far as colors go. At least here in California, that is when we have most of the clouds and the most beautiful sunsets because we have clouds. Summertime, it's more clear skies and a little moody nightstand. And these are the days that I drew up, and unfortunately, I realized I didn't put a 25. It is not the first time that I forget a number. I don't know how I managed to do it, but I did. I'm going to have to have a little bonus page where I can include number 25. Yeah. And of course, the meanings, which are just smaller versions of all the illustrations for smaller pages, smaller journals or planners. But yeah, this is it. I hope it inspired you a little bit. And now I'm going to do a quick flip through of my journal pages. I brought you in a little bit closer so you have a better look. Um, I started this journal on the 23rd on our first day back home. This was our trip. This is my oldest daughter's passport pictures, which we had to retake because they didn't allow her to have anything in her hair showing, no bows, no scrunchies, no nothing. So we had to redo it, and until my little one adjusted to not being home and just her usual environment, there was a lot of crying, a lot of screams, and a lot of tantrums. Of course, we had to adjust to the time difference because there's a 10-hour difference. So, yeah, we had so much fun being home, and I had so much fun just journaling a little bit differently than I usually do with a lot of pictures. I could only use my illustrations, or other creators' illustrations. And I believe I said this to my patrons, but if I don't have pictures, it is really hard for me to recall what happened on the day of that I'm looking at here in my journal. I have to read in. I'm really bad with dates and birthdays. I have to write everything down. Um, Something poopy must have happened here. I lost my pencil case. We went to the park and I took with me all my essentials, and unfortunately I forgot it there because I was running after two little ones. And yeah, this is the day my daughter lost her tooth, and I was so emotional because that was the first tooth that grew out. Now it was the first tooth that fell out, and I was bawling my eyes out for a minute. And it was also full moon, and I'm always affected by the full moon. I'm way more emotional than I usually am. And then I know this was a fun day because I kept thinking I have to sit down and write down our day. I have to sit down. We did so many. Every day we did something. Every day was so. Even if we just sat around at my parents' place or at my sister's place because they live right next to each other, it was still. Every moment was special because we were home. I know we went. Oh yeah, this was the first day that we went grocery shopping. So that was fun, just exploring produce from back home and all the new stuff that they have. And then we discovered the AI, played with it. Oh my god, this is it. Yeah, this is it. I stopped journaling on the 19th pretty much because I don't know. I was focusing, just being present. I already felt like half of our time is up and we have to come back soon. So I was focusing more on being present and enjoy the moments with my family. Yep, so this is it. Some little memories of families of playing stuff. Yep, this is it for this one. Then we came back home and I picked up this second half of my sterling ink. I never filled this page. I wanted to do a little visual vision board, but I wasn't feeling it. I wasn't motivated enough. I never used the tracker. Next year, I want to use all the pages in my Hobonichi with the tracker. I want to find a purpose for each and every page. I want my journal to be full. Yep. Yep. And oh, this is the only spread that I actually finished as far as the monthlies go, and I am so proud of myself and I love the way it looks. I'm doing my best to do the same here in September. And on the weeklies, I kind of glued down all the extra pictures that I had and I couldn't fit on the pages. Eventually, I'm going to write a little caption to each and one of them, like I started doing here. And yep, I started sitting down and write down our days here on the 18th when the kids started school. I can still fill this in because my memories are vivid. I'm going to be moving back in a Hobonichi weeks next year, and all of this will be divided into two. Yeah, I'm gonna explain it later, but my Hobonichi weeks will be fulfilling this purpose. And let's see the movies. Yep, we're still home. We went to the pools. Just a lot of family time. I cut my hair, so this was my last day with long hair. It was the baptism of my little niece. So cute. And yeah, these are just the last days home that were like so bittersweet. Our trip back and my first picture here back home here in California. And then I got sick. Couple of days, like 2 days later, I was really, really sick. I am pretty sure I picked something up on the airport. On the way back, so many crowds. Oh my goodness, the whole customs coming back to the US from Europe since the laws have changed. Oh my goodness, utter chaos. And I'm going to say this again, it is going through customs is actually worse than the 12-hour trip on the plane. Like honestly, it's pretty awful, but I'm glad we made it healthy and in one piece. Yeah, and then my daughter started getting sick, and this was I didn't leave enough space. I don't know. I don't know what was I thinking. I could have wrote so much more about the first day of school, but in a way, it's not the best memory. We were all crying. My little one never been to school, like school. It was her very, very first day, so it was very emotional and tough on her. So best moments of our days during the week is coming home. Yeah. And the little beach escapade with my husband. This is the first time where we actually, in 6 years, we are spending some time together, a little bit more time together. We had it very, very sparingly throughout. Did, if we spent time together, it was maybe once or twice, uh, in the past per year, in the past 7 years, 6, 7 years. So yeah, it's bittersweet because it's hard for me to enjoy them fully without my kids being around. So yeah, it's these weeks were really really up and down. This was my birthday. It was so much fun, and the fun continued on the beach the next day. Oh my god, this might have even been more fun than my actual birthday because we had the kids. It was Saturday and we enjoyed the water for the first time. I don't think I ever enjoyed the beach here in on this side of California because I just feel like it's really dirty and so much waste is being dropped in it. It's crazy. Yeah. Some days park we go to the park a lot and I very much enjoy the sunsets, the sky. Beautiful day at the park. Oh my goodness. These huge trees. You can see my daughter there. So tiny. So beautiful. I The feeling that these majestic big trees give me is something I cannot express with words. It's more of a feeling. Short day in school, my daughter had a little accident and I just picked her up because we had to go to the doctor again. And she had her last two vaccines for the age of until she turns 11. So no more vaccines. I'm so happy because she's so unhappy. She doesn't like the needle. I'm just comparing it to my oldest. She's so brave. Like no cry, no tear. Yeah, very brave. I mean, she's brave too, but she's just different. And we got a new member of our family, a little kitty. This white little kitty. It was really a surprise. I didn't want another pet just because we already have two dogs and a 7-year-old cat. And whenever we have to go somewhere, it's really really expensive to board them, and nobody really want to watch them. But my friend Brit, who we got the cat from, promised she will watch her when we have to go somewhere. And yeah, the last 2 days of August, we were shopping. This is also printable for one of the months, I think for August, for July. I think July, yeah. But this is it. I hope you enjoyed it and you found it inspiring. All the links will be down below if you're interested in more of my content. But yeah, I believe I am back and I'll be more um, consistent with my videos. And I'm looking forward to your sweet comments. Until next time, take care, stay safe, and enjoy the month of September. See you very soon. Bye bye.